Of course, we want to talk about the people and the wonderful people that live here in Statesville, and who better to tell those stories than Queen City News' Maureen Wertz, who has spent some time up here. Maureen, you've been digging around here in town, and you've always got some fantastic stories to tell us about Statesville. What have you got for us today?
Well, Brian, these stories will really give you a taste of what Statesville is all about. We left inspired. Now, I'm here in downtown Statesville, and if you take a look around me, you can see that they have fought to preserve their history here. And one man has taken it upon himself to save and share as much Statesville history as possible.
History is so broad, you can focus in on anything you're interested in.
History is something that happened in the past. Past being the key word there. Time moves on, history stays put.
Wow.
But for those like Steve Hill,
A roll of uncirculated pennies from the days back then.
History is here right now. History is alive.
A lot of people say, well, how much is this worth? And I say, well, I don't know. It's, you know, most of it you couldn't replace.
Irreplaceable, yes. A lot, mm-hmm.
And it was labeled not with the kid's name, but molasses taster.
It started when he was 10, and for the past 58 years, Steve has been a collector.
Back in 1947, we had some famous people to come to our little old town.
Of all things,
Tom Dooley, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, poor boy, you're bound to die.
all songs
I met her on the mountain
about Statesville.
I have been known to crawl in a dumpster in my days, for the cause, of course.
Growing up, downtown Statesville was the center of his world. From the iconic clock tower to the old buildings lining the streets, Steve always wanted to know more.
I would mow yards and save up my dollar and go in and buy those things and add to the collection, and I would put up little displays in my bedroom.
Decades later,
Oh yeah, this is probably half of the collection, I guess.
his passion became a museum, the Statesville Historical Collection.
Mostly to irritate my wife because she's always calling me a hoarder, and I know I'm not a hoarder. But again, my wife is very patient.
Even now, Steve is always looking for that next bit of undiscovered history.
Oh yeah, I gotta have it. It's a battle then, the bidding war.
His fear is that no one else will protect it. No one else will tell the story.
If I don't save it, it's gonna be gone.
And while his museum is full of every picture, every knickknack, every item you can imagine,
It's about the people who made this city.
it's all dedicated to the people making history. So Steve is a retired educator here in Statesville, but he never taught history. He said there wasn't a job available when he graduated, so now he's playing a little bit of catch up and teaching all of us. Now, Brian, so I asked photojournalist Jenna Pinto, who put together that story for you guys, how many shots she used, because there were so many. She said 74, which is a lot for that. And I have to tell you, Brian, we didn't even go up to the second floor, so there is a lot to see and a lot to learn here.
Oh my gosh, that's so much. And Stephen Hill, there should be a job like that for every city and town around the area, just to have someone like him to preserve the history that is so rich, and there's so much there. I can't wait to even go up onto the second floor.